What is going on, guys? It's your boy Noody, and today we are here with the Make Roman Great Again Season 3 winners video. As per usual, it took a while to decide on the winners, but this time I'm not completely at fault. We had 5 judges this season just to make sure we come to the right conclusion, and pretty much we had a lot of schedule clashes and whatnot, and it just took quite a few months to come together and actually decide the winners. This season, our judges were Azadome, MRGA Season 2 winner; Sedequin, MRGA Season 1 winner; Lugalix, one of the best known power mesmers in the game. We had Fluffy, which is a good friend of mine, a long time supporter of the Noody community. And then, of course, finally, we have me. So, the best player in the game. Alright, let's continue. Before I announce the winners here, I just want to thank every single person who donated this season and every single person who participated this season. You guys carried this season all together. The biggest shout out goes to Riolis, Guild MM, and Kiba for pretty much really carrying the prize pool. The prize pool before the season started, so just before End of Dragons dropped, was over 14.6k gold, which was bigger than the season before. But unfortunately, as most of you probably know, after End of Dragons dropped, Mystic Coins took a big hit, and that brought the prize pool down to about 12,222 gold. So with that being said, let's get into the winners. So our 5 judges this season, for the 4th place winner, we have decided to go with the one and only best necromancer in the game, and his name is Holtz. Holtz will be taking 3,000 gems for his 4th place. Holtz put together a massive video. We saw pretty much how disgusting and busted Harbinger was. He put together some crazy numbers and some good outnumbered fights, and really, it was overall a very good video. It was well edited. The judges and I pretty much unanimously agreed that 4th place was appropriate for Holtz, because although his clips were very good, we all agreed that it was just the build that was ridiculously busted. A lot of the clips demonstrated celestial gear, which we all know is very busted, and Holtz done amazing. However, the build did slightly take away from that, but overall Holtz put together a crazy video that blew all of our minds, because we saw how busted Harbinger was. In 3rd place, this was where we struggled the most. 3rd place, we could not decide between 2 individuals, so we pretty much had to just split it. So 2 people come tied in 3rd place, and those 2 individuals are Exen and our boy Caspi, both Fresh Air Ellies, and they're both going to be splitting 15% of the prize pool, as well as 3,000 gems split between them both. Let's get into the reasons why we couldn't really pick between these 2 individuals. As a lot of you know, Exen's montage was actually incredible. Me personally, I really like the editing. I really like the production. There was crazy art put into it, and as usual with Exen's montages, there was like ridiculous fights. Like, it was 1v3ing, 1v4ing pretty much every clip. Like, it was very impressive. What took away from that for the judges? Little bit for me, definitely more some of the other judges. However, the judges pretty much all agreed that the clips, although they were pretty good, there was a lot of mistakes that were made on Exen's behalf that were covered up by the fact that he was fighting very underskilled players. Of course, this is not entirely Exen's fault. It was during the start of End of Dragons, which means a lot of noobs were in World vs World. However, if you go back and look at the ranks, a lot of them weren't even bronze rank. Like, they were under bronze. They were just veterans, champions, stuff like that. That doesn't take away from the fact that Exen was playing an off-meta version of Fresh Air Weaver. He was playing a much harder version of Fresh Air Weaver. But once again, the judges did acknowledge this, but we had to take into account that he was playing against people who were, not the greatest, so he could get away with builds like that. But with all that being said, there was no denying the fact that his editing, the effort, all the production that went into this montage was miles beyond most of the contestants in this season. Now let's move on to Caspi. Caspi actually played a core Fresh Air Ellie, and what the judges and all of us were really mind blown by was Caspi's kiting. Caspi showed us a lot of great mechanical plays. The individual plays that Caspi showed us, it really demonstrated that Caspi was actually levels above a lot of the contestants in this season. He was kiting very well. He was line of sighting. That first clip, I still remember it till this day. Under Bay, what is it? Southwest Camp. He was kiting up and down that mountain, and he showed me like a spot that I didn't even know you could like walk up from. So, you know, that clip was very, very impressive. And there was a lot of good clips in that, including, I believe it was the Hunt and no-scope. I think it was a Hunt chrono, where he follows the continual split and no-scopes him. That was a very good montage. However, we have to take into account, once again, similar to Exen, a lot of the clips had some noobs in it. And, you know, once again, it's out of the contestants' hands, but we have to take it into account. Like, you can get away with a lot more when you're versing people who are miles less experienced than you. With all that being said, Caspi done amazing, but he was fighting, like Exen, he was fighting a lot less skilled players than him, and the editing was also a lot under some of the other people above him. Okay, that takes us to our top 2. So, in second place of MRGA Season 3, we have one and only Very Bad Player. A lot of you are probably familiar with Barry. You know, he's participated in, I'm pretty sure, every single season. Yeah, he has participated in every single season of MRGA, and this time he's actually placed the highest he's ever placed before, which is top 2. Barry played Power Mesmer. In most of the clips anyway, it was Power Mesmer, and he played a variety of different builds. He played some Chrono, as well as some Virtuoso. All the judges pretty much agreed that Barry's gameplay, just the gameplay alone, the mechanical skill, the you know, the great clips, the great decision making, the discipline on a lot of his skills, and his dodges especially, he definitely was the best player in terms of just skill alone this season. We also have to take into account that he's playing Power Mesmer, which against good players is very hard to play. And that was another thing that set Barry above all the people who were below him right now, was the fact that Barry actually had probably the best opponents in this season. There was a lot of MRGA tags and a lot of people who experienced players are familiar with. That is one of the biggest things we look out for when deciding winners. And you know, we were all very, very impressed with Barry's submission. The only thing that took away from it was the fact that his edit was like, there pretty much was no editing. It was just cut clips and music over his amazing gameplay. We do think if Barry put more editing into this season, he probably would have taken first place. Because this competition is about montages at the end of the day. Not only is it about gameplay, but it also, the production has a big part to play, and we can't take away from that. But his outnumbered clips, the decision making, as I said, all the clips together were very, very impressive. Very Bad Player will be taking 25% of this season's prize pool. Without further ado, let's announce our fucking winner for MRGA Season 3. This was actually one who, although when I first reacted, I knew it was very good. I actually wasn't 100% sure until I went back and let everything marinate. And when the judges, we all got together and rewatched a lot of these top contestants, we pretty much all agreed that this person was the winner. It was the most well-rounded montage of this season. The best, cleanest editing. The very, very good clips, very good outnumbered fights, not too many noobs, all that sort of stuff pretty much came together here. And the winner of MRGA Season 3 is GW2. GW2 actually participated in MRGA Season 2 and he never placed. However, this season he has really come through with Willbender. As I mentioned, the editing he done this season was very, very crisp and clean. The judges all pretty much agreed that this was the best editing. There was other good edits such as Exen's, but when it came to GW2's, it was the perfect amount of editing. It wasn't over edited, the music choices were good, and the clips were very, very well complemented by the editing. Although some people might disagree that Willbender is, you know, a difficult build to play, we all agreed that GW2 pretty much had different builds, different weapons in a lot of the clips, and his decision making was good. His gameplay was very clean. It wasn't like he was making a lot of mistakes, and you know, he done terrific. GW2, you done very, very good this season, man. You really impressed me. You impressed the judges, and you know, we didn't think anyone else deserved the first place except for you. So you are our unanimous winner, and you take home 50% of the prize pool, mate. So that's well over 6k gold. So good job, and thank you so much for taking part this season. You are the winner. With that being said, guys, that is MRGA Season 3 wrapped up. It took a while, but thank you all so much for sticking through it, and congratulations to the winners. Once again, thank you so much to everyone who donated, and shout out to all the participants. There was a lot of worthy contestants as well that I'd like to shout out. Shout out to Yama, shout out to Juno, shout out to Raf, just to name a few. You guys done incredible. And yeah, that wraps up this season, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I've got a very, very big announcement coming soon. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been expecting it, but this announcement is going to pretty much announce, it's just going to be a big thing, so just look out for that. I don't want to spill any news, but it's regarding the future of this channel. Alright guys, thank you so much, and peace out.